And we begin KVUE News at 6 with a live look at the U.S. Senate, where right now senators are voting on whether to continue funding for the federal government or let it shut down.
Yeah, if the Senate doesn't send a funding measure to the president's desk, the federal government will shut down in 5 hours. Republicans want to pass a short-term plan to fund the government through November, but Democrats are insisting the deal address their concerns about health care. And at this point, there are no signs of either side budging.
KVUE's Daniel Perot is here with a closer look at what a shutdown would mean for you. Daniel?
Mark and Quita, in Texas, a total of 224,300 federal workers stand to be impacted by a possible government shutdown. In the past, shutdowns, employees have been temporarily furloughed without pay until a budget deal is reached. But this time it seems to be different, as the Trump administration has said federal workers might just be laid off permanently. Most people might not notice the impact initially, but you'll still start to get your mail. Social Security payments will come on time. VA hospitals will remain open, and air travel should not be affected too much. Essential government employees like air traffic controllers, TSA agents, and members of the military could still be required to come to work without getting paid. The furloughs could mean slower processing of government-backed home loans, delays in the federal justice system, slower inspections at ports, and slower responses from agencies like the IRS. If there is a shutdown, Senate Democratic leaders have floated the idea of supporting a bill to keep the government open for 7 to 10 days while negotiations continue. But Austin Congressman Greg Casar says he is a hard no on that.
For so many of my constituents in Austin and Hayes County, they barely have $1,000, $2,000 in their savings account. If all of a sudden you've got to spend $10,000 more for your health care, then that could leave some families bankrupt. And so I just will not support Donald Trump jacking up your health care costs by $10,000 on a pinky promise.
We asked both Republican Senators Ted Cruz and John Cornyn for interviews today, but neither was available. In a video posted to social media about an hour ago, Senator Cruz said Democrats are holding the government hostage. He said that Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is pushing for a shutdown because he's afraid of progressives in his party and, quote, wants to show how much he hates Donald Trump. The longer that a potential shutdown goes on, the more impacts you could see and feel. The longest shutdown in history lasted 35 days. That was back in 2018. Mark and Quita.